Alright. So anyway, I did rebirth. I waited until I was level 45 and had 100,000 gold so that I could get the powerful aura. I'm getting shot. Not that it hurt. Oh, you can't even see it because I'm not 35 now. But anyway, so that I could get the powerful aura, I had thought it was going to be a damage AoE. Like it would be something where I could walk around and hurt bots and farm them more quickly. It doesn't. It doesn't do anything. It just makes you glow. It's literally just a visual effect. You can see right there. I can turn it off. And that's it. That's all it do. So I'm kind of mad about that. And then on top of that, this other player, I have been calling him a kid. I mean, everyone's a kid to me, but anyway. He was saying, I've unlocked all the weapons. If you mess with me, I'll kill you. And then I said, you haven't unlocked them all. Because there's some that you can't get unless, you know what, I do have, and he keeps saying I'm not an adult because I have safe chat on. I do have safe chat on, because it's my son's old account. And I haven't bothered trying to change it, maybe I should, but regardless, so I don't know what he just said there, but, what was I trying to say? So I waited until I was 45, I waited until I had 100,000 gold, I rebirthed, and it's not worth it. And then he tried to come to my base, which of course if you stand in your base you can't die. And then there was some back and forth. I don't know who killed who more, but we did have a little fight in the arena there in the middle. I was very low level, so he probably killed me more. I'm not going to die right now. But that kind of started it because, you know, there was this whole conversation. I said he hadn't unlocked all the weapons because he couldn't have. Because you got to be 40 or 30, excuse me, to go get some of them. The ones that are hidden back behind that level wall. And anyway, it went downhill from there. And like I said in the description, I don't deny that I did not do anything to de-escalate the situation or be like, all right, whatever. No, I absolutely fed into it. Maybe I would not have been so childish, so back and forth if the rebirth had been worth it. Like maybe if I wasn't already bitter. Plus, I haven't had any coffee, so. But, regardless, he said he didn't believe me, and he doesn't believe I'm 40, and he doesn't believe I stream, and blah, blah, blah. And he said, didn't do it. I'm like, okay, I accept your dare. So, anyway. But to the game. You know, all that background aside. To the game. It's Robots Inc. I have rebirthed. You can see I've rebirthed all of once. Versus Devourer of Slenders. I have not seen you until now. And look at that gold, man. And they've rebirthed 5 times. So they obviously have dedicated quite a bit of time to this game. I have not. So, as you're playing, the first, you know, before you get level 10, there's not a lot that you can do other than mine. Hold on. So I'm farming these things to get levels. Let's, boop. So this is your factory. This is my factory. Yours will look a lot like this. They're pretty similar. You can build robots. The robots can go out and mine for you and do various things for you. They can even attack and defend you. Would you please stand up so I can kill you? Thank you. And then you have different weapons. Pick up scrap. So when you're in your base, you can see that you can build up your factory. You can buy different weapons. You got melee weapons, ranged weapons, and your pickaxe. I do recommend you get a good pickaxe because it does help. I'm not mining right now, so I don't care. As you level up, you unlock... I'm gonna leave like you wanted. You ain't gotta leave. As you level up, you unlock different robot parts, which makes them more powerful. Some of them really aren't upgrades. Some of them are, you know, pretty questionable. But as you go through them, you can see what they boost. You can also unlock them with diamonds. All these first ones are diamond parts, which again, I'm not entirely sure was better. The arms were better for sure. But I would recommend not... Oh, okay. I kind of recommend not spending your diamonds on the robot parts. It's probably better to spend them on the weapons that you use and things that you use. The robots, they're fine for mining. They're fine for what they do. But they're not great. Why is your name tag 17 level player with 1 rebirth? Anyway, and then like I said, you can upgrade your robots. They cost scrap to build, so when someone kills them, it does take away from your scrap, but it's not a big deal. Beyond that, as you level up, you unlock different stuff. You have... Wrong button. You have... We are toxic. Yeah, we are. You can also find different weapons. Like this is a found weapon. It's not terrible. This is a found weapon, which is actually pretty good. It's the one that I'm using right now to farm. That's a found weapon. It's okay for what level I am. It's pretty good, but it's very slow to fire and relatively difficult to aim, and it's just not. There's a lot better. And then so you start out, you're level nothing. You got nothing to do. You probably can't even afford a robot, and you just kind of come out here, farm, these things, mine these things to build up, and then you'll level up just from doing things. This is the guy. This is the guy. But regardless, there are other players. They can kill you. You can kill them. There's a nice little back and forth there. I don't know if he's going to attack me, though. Toxic players, because they annoy me, but you already stopped being toxic. But anyway, he's level 25 and is rebirthed. Oh, he left. He was level something and rebirthed 5 times. So yeah, he would probably be a problem for me to take on. But there are different weapons you can get to kind of even the fight. That's not what I wanted. But you know what? While we're here. Shaboop. That was a big upgrade. There you go. That was a big upgrade. And you can make your factory bigger. You can buy machines that allow you to farm gold even when you're not home. Which is all down here. So you can spend gold to get, you can spend scrap to get the machines that farm gold, or you can spend gold to get the machines that farm scrap. Scrap is very, you see I got 64,000. Scrap is very, very easy to farm from killing robots. So I would definitely focus on gold. Before I rebirthed, my entire base was dedicated just to generating gold, because I really don't need to generate scrap from my base. There you go. The robots do get fairly expensive, and you certainly don't want to be spending, 60,000 scrap. Yeah, see, you don't want to be spending 60,000 scrap to get a robot that somebody's just gonna kill in one shot. So, I mean, there's a lot there, to be sure. Oh, he did move. So, other players can kill you. They can kill your robots. They can cost you your scrap. It can get pretty costly. Beyond that, once you get, I'm going to go down here in the arena real quick and we'll see what happens. And then I'll go to the next place and show you how to find it. There's a lot of videos on this game, so this is not new territory. I'm not going to be showing you anything that somebody else hasn't already. But you can come down here with your chainsaw and farm these guys up pretty easily. Try not to get killed. But if you do get killed, no big deal. And you'll just go back to your base, which is, right behind me. So, not even like it's far away. Doop-doop-doop-doop. Doop-doop-doop. Early on, when you come down here and farm these robots, I would say somewhere around level, 5, 10, whatever you can. The scrap that they give you, you see it piling up right there. The scrap they give you is actually pretty significant. So it can add up very quickly, and of course you can farm. And more importantly, you can farm this Christmas tree in the middle, which gives you diamonds. I did get, I think it was like 800 diamonds I got when I rebirthed, and I wasted them all. I feel terrible about it. Should have got the rocket launcher. But, whatever. So, and I can show you real quick. Oh, because I did kind of skip that. I don't know if you can see them. There you go. So you can get that one. I did have it earlier. It doesn't do as much damage as some of the other weapons. It only does 125. But if you're fighting another person and, you cause people dodge versus the robots that really don't dodge at all, it's good for fighting other players if other players are creating a problem. The Gatling gun, it tells you right there, it just stops. It just shoots non-stop. It's not bad if you can, circle strafe and lock on to somebody. It's not bad, but it takes a long time to kill anybody with it. You can already see that one does more damage than that one, but it doesn't lock on. And then that is kind of the last weapon, the ultimate weapon. It kills most things in one shot. When you get up to the level 30 area and you're farming the level 45 robots, it does take 2 hits from this to kill them, and it is a very slow recharge. But still, it's probably the best weapon, you know, that you would want to use for farming. It was certainly what I was using. The melee weapons, honestly, are quite impressive. Let's see. There you go, 350. 200, 150, so 350 on that weapon. They're very, very fast. You don't miss with melee weapons for the most part, so definitely worth it. The pickaxe. So this one, I don't know about this one. I didn't use it. I kind of bought it and then moved on to this one because I had enough gold. It does farm in one hit, so when you go up to these mining nodes, you can just hit them one time and get whatever's in it, which is far better than what I have right now. That does this. There you go. So if you're going to run into the middle to farm and then jump out real quick, it doesn't farm the Christmas tree in one hit. It doesn't farm diamonds in one hit, but everything else it farms in one hit, so it's pretty nice. On to the more important stuff. You got to look for the giant blue robot head. Giant blue. I know you're not coming to attack me, because I'll kill all your robots. That's not a problem. Players, not that easy to kill. Depending on the player. Some players are very easy to kill, but players can be challenging. Every robot, I don't care what level it is, every robot's pretty farmable. Not those robot heads. Where is the blue robot head? That's right, that's the tunnel. There it is. So there's the blue robot head. You can see it's got these gears on it that you can climb up, get to the top. If you get to the top up there, there's usually gold up there, and then that's where you get the plunger, which is for low level, it's an okay melee weapon. These little things right here are respawn points, so once you step on it and it lights up, that means that if you die, you'll come back there instead of your base, which is only really helpful when you're down here farming. A lot of lag going on right now. Alright. And then you got these guys when you come in. They're not important. Go. So the cannon that I'm using is a weapon you find, and you find it down here. Shaboop. And I almost never die doing this, which means that now that I'm streaming, this is when I'm going to die. There is lag, so if I do die, I'm absolutely going to blame it on that. And you can run through these. They're only level 3, so I'm going to run through at least 2 of them. Just use the chainsaw, chop them down pretty quick. If you don't have the chainsaw, I accidentally killed all 3 of them. If you don't have the chainsaw, or if you're too low level to go to the 10 area, whatever the case may be, you can shoot them with whatever ranged weapon you have. It doesn't matter. Just shoot them and then stand here. They'll walk in the lava and kill themselves, which is pretty funny. You come over here. Don't get pushed off by a plunger. You can walk behind them, and then it's not here for me because I already have it. But this is where you would pick up the cannon. It'd just be a glowing box when you step on it. It gives you the cannon. Any of the weapons you've unlocked, sometimes when you die, it switches back to a previous weapon. Oh, okay. Sometimes, I don't know why I was recording that, but whatever. I hit the wrong button, apparently. Sometimes when you die, it will switch back to a previous weapon, and you'll be like, oh no, all that work, and I lost it. If you go back to your base, you can just re-equip whatever weapon it was that it unequipped. You do sometimes have to... well, that was something. It does sometimes make it difficult to climb if you have a weapon in your hand, so just unequip your weapon. Zoop, zoop, zoop. And then, if you go up here, helps if I go to the right spot. You can completely skip this part. It's just diamonds. But if you do this little, not particularly difficult obby, he says just before falling, if you do this not particularly difficult little obby and get inside this robot's head, shaboom. There's diamonds in there. I think it's 4 diamonds. It'd be nice if you start mining them. 1, 2, 3. I don't know, it might be 3. I think it's 4. But we got a lot of lag going on. And then after all that, you can also walk down his arm, collect gold. There's all kind of gold. And then after all that, come over here. This is your level 10 area. I can't get to the 20 or 30 area just yet. But here you go, level 10. And you got all these guys. Now, let's go get... I'm going to show you where the chainsaw is. And then we're going to talk about why. Why I mine these guys. Doo-doo-doo-doo. So you go back here. You can see the zip line. You can see the pillar. Go to the back of the pillar. Do-do-do. There's an elevator. It's super fast elevator, by the way. Super fast. Don't get stuck under the elevator. It's not funny. I'm pretty sure earlier it pushed me through the pillar, and then because I was out of the map, it just killed me. When you come up here, there'll be another glowing square that gives you the chainsaw. It's not here for me because I'm holding it, so that would, be kind of pointless. You can go down the zip line. All you gotta do is walk to it. Shaboo. And then there's nothing over here but gold, but you can get plenty of gold. A lot of gold. And then you can go, there's another respawn right there. You can also go in there. So there is diamonds in the back and one robot. I just don't go back there because it takes too long to climb over all these little popping pillars. It's not a lot of time. It's just not worth the return for me. Yep, there you go. There you go. So once you have the chainsaw, it does do 40 damage per hit, and it hits very, very quickly. So you can try tapping it, or you can honestly just hold the button down, and then all you have to do is not get shot by these robots, which I just got shot in the face, but, I'll walk it off. And, let's see, so we're at 67,247, so we're going to look at the 7247, because I promise you it's not going to be in the tens of thousands. Kill a guy, he dies, hopefully, jeez, dude, hopefully he dies. Alright, he dies. And then you can see right there, I have no idea what number it was because I honestly don't remember what I just said. But it gives you a lot. It gives you hundreds of scrap just for killing one guy. And the best way to do it, shoot him with your ranged weapon. If it's got a long reset, dodge their next shot, and then just melee them to death. And that's it. It does go more smoothly when it attacks faster. There you go, we're already at 68,000. So this is better than mining outside. This is better than, trying to fight for the arena in the middle, even if you are winning. It's just faster. And you get experience every time you hurt that was interesting. You get experience every time you hurt something. So you'll see my experience is already going up. I'm almost level 18 now. And I just reset. I just rebirthed not very long ago. Lot of lag. None of the robots are particularly difficult to kill. None of them. All of them have one trick or another. Did it shoot? Man, that's a lot of lag. Anyway, these ones, they just don't do much damage, so I just tend to fight them pretty close combat. Just like, take both of these ones at the same time. And when you level up, you do get your health back, and you do, the entire time your screen is blocked, you're shielded. Like, I can't get hurt right now. There's nothing for me to really use that against. There you go. But, if you're about to level up, it's not a bad idea to, try and get a bunch of things and fight them all at one time, because you can't take damage during that time. But then once you do get level 20, and I will probably do another video, I haven't decided. There's a lot of videos about this game already, so I don't know that it's something that, I need to cover. But that's not the point of YouTube anyway, is it? Lots of people do the same stuff. You come through here, there's your level 20 place, there's the robots right there, I believe they're level 35. When you go to fight these guys, there's a couple things. They do have, I believe it's a laser gun, but they do have a rapid fire weapon, like a machine gun, that makes it fairly difficult to fight them face to face. Even at higher levels, these ones can kill you pretty quickly, but you can just fight them from range. You can honestly, if you feel the need, you can start fighting them, run away, come through this gate, like walk backwards through the gate, forwards through the gate, doesn't matter. They cannot shoot, just like I cannot shoot, they cannot shoot through the gate. It'll turn it into like a little rainbow thing that flies away. So you can lure them to the gate and wait for your weapons to reset. They'll just keep shooting at the gate, nothing will happen, and then you run in and pick them off between the reloads. Very easy to farm them that way. There's a little temple thing right back here, the small one. You can come in the door and then climb up and shoot them from up there, and they'll just end up underneath you, and you can just hide across the ledge where they can't shoot you, and you can keep picking them off and kill them pretty quickly that way. Inside that temple, right there. So there's a respawn point right there. And then you go in and there's a little maze. It's not long, it's not difficult, and then there's an obby. If you do the top obby, the upstairs obby, and go all the way to the back, you will get I think it's the laser sword. I'm fairly sure. And that's a fantastic melee weapon, far better than the chainsaw. And then on the bottom of that. If you look down when you're on the back and forth floating platforms, if you look down, you'll see another place. If you go down there and make it to the back of there, which was, did you see how low that went? Which was a little bit more difficult, obby. When you get to the bottom of there, and there are some robots in there as well that will try to kill you. But when you get to the bottom, there's a wand, like a wizard's staff, and that is a fantastic ranged weapon. It was the most powerful ranged weapon I had for quite a while, but it has a very slow reload. So you know, it's definitely worth using if you're going to do like the 1-2 combo, like I do, where you come in here, fire, go to your melee weapon, dodge, and then pick them off. There you go. So it's pretty good for that. And then, so if you don't want to do the robot, if you don't want to do the traditional farming, if you don't want to do it that way, then this is a great way to do it. Shoot them, pick them off, get the experience, get the scrap. They give you a lot over there in that section. And then there's a level 30 section back out there. I'll show it to y'all later. And there's level 45 robots in there. They do shoot these, it's like 5 or 6 in a row of these heat-seeking rockets. There's a lot you can do to farm those guys and never ever get hurt. I usually get hurt a little bit anyway because, you know, I'll just run in there. But I'll do a video on that when I am that level again. It's going to be a while. But once I get to that level again, I'll show you how you farm those guys. So I'll probably wait until I'm 30. And then I'll show you how to take care of the level 20 robots and where the prizes are for that. And how to take care of the level 45 robots and where the prize, there's only one weapon in there. But yeah, like I said, I didn't really plan on doing a video on this particular game in Roblox, but that other person, I gotta quit saying kid, that other person was like, oh, I don't believe you, go live. So I went live. That's pretty much this game. It's not bad. You know, I've spent way more time in it than I probably should have. It's you know, it's one of the better Roblox games. Which, when you look at how many there are, that's not saying much. But definitely worth playing. Definitely entertaining. My son likes it. You know, Vaughn asked me to play it and join him, so that's what got me into it. And then I've probably played it more than he has at this point. I still think Banana Eats is the greatest thing on Roblox, and I will stand by that opinion. That is the hill that I will die on. I mean, that's fine. I think Banana Eats is by far, bar none, the best thing on Roblox. And I am trying to get all the Halloween skins again. So, boop, 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 boop. There we go. Anyway, so I'm going to end this one here. Not a particularly long video. There is a mine back here, by the way. I don't know if I showed you. And one of the reasons I don't have a lot of time for my robots themselves, because they can't come back here. There's too many twists and turns and little obstacles, and if you can have a maximum of 10 robots, and if you tell all 10 robots to come back here where you are in this area, maybe 2 of them will show up. So it's just not particularly advantageous to use the robots like that. I will tell you, it's not very helpful because I'm only level 18 right now. 1 second though. 1 second. Boop. It's a lot of gold. Boop. Oh, you do get gold for killing robots too, if you missed that, or if I didn't say that. I don't know. I haven't looked at the numbers. Maybe I should have. I don't know how much gold you get from these level 10 or 15 or whatever they are, what these robots are that I'm farming right now. I don't know how much gold you get. But I do know that the level 45 robots, the gold adds up very, very quickly. It was how I was able to get 100,000 gold. And I don't think it took, you know, I don't think it took 6 hours of gameplay of farming those guys to get 100,000 gold. So you can get the gold very, very quickly when you start farming those robots. That being said, when you do get a decent level, which I am not, let's see, what do we got here? Yeah, I think I'll go with... Every part you pick, the better the part is, the more expensive the robot is. You can see right now it costs 2,000 scrap, which I certainly have plenty of scrap. So what does this give me? 5 damage and 20 health. Do we have anything close to that? There we go. I'll go with that one. Be a lot less expensive. This is 10 damage, 75 health. 75 health. Just less damage. I'll go with that. Just to get that cost down because I'm still pretty low. This one is 12 damage, 20 health. I don't think there's a head. That's pretty close. Alright, so 950 versus 1150. I'll just go with that one. And then you have these cores. that give you different effects. I apparently skipped that one, so I won't. And you can see it tells you that there's something new. And you can clear those out just by going to them. Oh, I had that one right. I think I had that one. Yippee skippy. And you can change the color. You can do whatever you want. And then all you gotta do, create your robot. And he'll come right outside the front of your gate. You can have up to 10 at a time. This will only take a second. Or 10. Or 15. Take a minute. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then it'll say max robots. I didn't do it. There you go, max robots. Alright. In your base, I haven't expanded my base. I expanded it, I haven't put anything in my base yet. But as it farms things up, you just go to your computer and that's where you collect whatever it farmed up. Do spend time and money on that. Because when you come back, it doesn't work while you're offline, but you can be off farming like I was earlier. When you come back to your base, you can easily get a couple more 1,000 gold. There's your robots. This tells them to come to you, which they're not. There we go. It tells them to come to you. If you do that, they will keep following you. The only downside is, or the only thing you need to be aware of, is when you stop next to something. Alright, bad example. Really bad example. Normally they'll just start attacking, even if the other robots don't attack them. Usually they'll start attacking, but you can just tell them to attack. So the downside of that is if a player comes near you and you're not trying to fight them, you need to be aware your robots may attack them anyway. The robots really don't care what's around them. If you tell them to attack an area, they attack whatever's in that area. Players, robots, they don't care. Other players, robots, they don't care. So, when you get to a very good level, what you want to do is come in here. Yeah, this YouTube has got to get some new commercials. The same commercial over and over again. Shaboop, 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 shaboop. There you go, and they'll kill him. And then all you'll do is tell your robots to go mine and click on the general area where the gold is, which might be that side. Hold on. Somebody already mined it, so I can't say. The robots mined it. The ones that were down here that I just killed. They'll mine the entire time. The people aren't killing them. So, you know, it's kind of rude. Yep. There you go. So, all you do, sit your robots down here. Do find which side has the gold on it. I think it's that side, so I'm just going to tell them to go mine over there anyway. And then you go back to, in fact, we're going to do this the wrong way. Shaboop. Shaboop. Go back to where you were farming, and the whole time that you're here farming, you're still getting what they're mining. If you're low level like I am, I mean, I'm 18, I'm not like 5 or anything, but when you're not a good level, when you're not a high level, your robots aren't going to last too long. We've already lost one. Because the robots that are down there will keep respawning, and while they're on the mine command, while you told them to go mine, they will defend themselves, and they will attack things that get too close to their mine, but they never get the first shot off. And they won't fight things that are just, you know, nearby. I have stood over them and watched where there's a ranged robot down there, ranged enemy, and the whole time he's shooting them, they're not doing anything until they finish mining, and then they'll go be like, oh, this guy was shooting me, I should probably go take care of him. So there's, you know, when you're higher level, why, dude? Why did you do that? When you're higher level and your robots are more powerful, they do a great job of protecting themselves. But at the lower levels, I'm surprised I still have 9 robots down there. They'll die pretty quickly. So you have to sort of evaluate, is spending that much scrap is worth it, given that they're not going to last very long. But the whole time I'm over here doing what I'm doing, they are mining for me. So it's a nice little bonus income. And I think that pretty much covers it. And then just keep leveling up and go to the next area, farm the next area, get the next weapon. Melee weapons, you'll get better melee weapons that you find off the ground for the most part, and then you can buy better melee weapons once gold doesn't mean anything to you. The ranged weapons, some are better than others. You'll kind of have to look and see, and it does depend on what you're trying to do. As far as farming the robots, a very strong hit with a slow recharge is not a big deal because you can just shoot them and then duck behind something and they'll just stand on the other side and shoot at a wall and never hurt you. And then you just wait for it to recharge. As soon as it's reloaded, you just walk out and finish them off. There you go. Not particularly difficult. Oh, I can't move. There we go. Well, I'm shielded. Let's just go ahead and fight this guy face to face. Hey, bud. You still shielded? We got a minute? No. There you go. It's gone. So, anyway. So if you're fighting the robots, it's good to have one of these more powerful, slow reloading weapons. If you're fighting people, it's not necessarily better, because if you miss, you're very vulnerable for a very long period of time. So just to, figure out what you're doing, what works for what you're doing right now. The machine gun laser, I did find, I think it's just an automatic laser gun, I don't know what it's called. I could go look. Shaboop, not like it's particularly difficult to get back to my base. So that's not what we want, though. That's what we want, though. I know it was probably that one. Laser rifle. It doesn't do a lot of damage per hit, but it fires very quickly, and I was using it to farm the level 35 robots for quite a while, because it reloads faster than this does, and if you keep circle strafing them, you can pick them off pretty quickly and not take damage. Just up to you. Depends on your playstyle, depends on what works for you. But do upgrade your base. Do buy the machines that make gold. Don't worry too much about the machines that make scrap. You can farm scrap, as you can see. I'm only level 19 and I have 72,000 scrap. And then you come to your computer and pick up whatever it's managed to collect over that time. Pretty much the entire game. And like I said, when I get to level 30, I'll show you the level 20 area and where the weapons are that are hidden in there. And then I'll go to the level 30 area and show you the robots and the weapons that are in there. That's pretty much everything. So, hopefully you like this video. That aside, I'm good.